Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is continued on from part 1. This is part 2 of day 6, and we'll tell you a bit more about it after the intro. Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Goose. Welcome to my channel, Loose with Goose. When we finished the last part, we just rolled into Russell looking for a bit of lunch, and we certainly found it a lovely little cafe called the Butterfish, and can quite recommend it, highly recommend it. There's our host. She was lovely and the staff were brilliant as well, and that's the view we were looking at. Then we went for a little wander down to the museum, a good little museum it was too, and on the way back found this wall of succulents, which was pretty cool. And then the schooner hauled in, it had a party of school kids on it. And then it was time for an ice cream at Delish. So if you're very easy to find, Delish, great ice cream too, Capity ice creams. And then we were headed off to towards the east coast. What we thought we might have done is taking the road journey or the road trip back around the bottom of the inlet, and I've just passed Lance Alden, and that was probably the first and the last time you'll ever see me pass him, and only because he wanted to slow down and get me ahead so he could do some filming. And big thanks to him too for the use of his footage in this video. Yeah, good guy, Lance. Here's the turn off. We were carried on through to the right. That would have taken us back to the Oakville landing and the ferry crossing. As I say, we tried to find the overland route, which we did, but we didn't take it because it was straight off the tar seal into 12 or 13 k's of metal road, and the guys didn't sort of fancy that. So we actually came back the same way that we went out and ended up back at the ferry again, but more about that later. But again, we had a great trip. As you can see, the scenery and the weather was brilliant. The road conditions are really, really good as well. And this is heading over towards the east coast, I should say. Yeah, just sit back, relax and enjoy. And there's Lance, he's had enough. Let's get back to the status quo, and normal transmission was resumed. Yes, beautiful roads, beautiful scenery. See those mangroves there, you're not very far from the water anywhere around this area. But as I say, we didn't fancy that route through the top there, so we're back to the Taupo ferry again. This is from the Russell side, and that's Taupo you can see in the distance across from the other shore there. And I pulled in here behind Dreadnought thinking we were about right, but the lady came and directed me in there. She had better eyes than I did, so we could fit. I was a bit concerned about that car if that opened a door and banged onto the bike or whatever, but no problems there at all. And here we are on the other side. There's Dreadnought giving a big thumbs up. Everyone's happy and ready to roll. And not to be outdone, old Lady Di tears across their fur. Not competitive at all, but there's her husband chasing her on the bike, and followed by Dreadnought and then myself. And we just pull up around the corner here and let the everyone regroup. And then it was back on the road again. So the first place we were looking to to go through was up back through to Pai here. With cracking roads, and you get this little tantalising views of the sea every now and again. You know that sooner or later there's going to be a really wow view coming into a place, and here we are here. Just a little bridge over the stream there, and back over the last little ridge to get to Pai here. Here we are, back in Pai here again. Stunning views out over the sea, even with the tide out, it's great. And the bike on the right hand side there we recognised, and that's our pine tree in Leesville. And a couple of minutes later we saw them, giving a big wave out, and they were actually in there eating gelatos while we were stuck out here in the hot sun. No real problems. We can't grab them because, man, they put on a really great feast for us when we got back to the motel. It was our last night and they put on a South African barbecue for us. So we had the beautiful sausage, and he showed us how to cook that properly, and we had a meal porridge. It was a maize porridge. Never had it before, and there's all sorts of different things you can do with it apparently, but they made it a savoury one, and it was really, really good. So that was a first for me, and I think a first for a few of the others. So well done, guys. That was a great send-off meal, and we were fortunate to have Dave and Jill. They were the guest riders we had with us on the Cape Reinga ride, and they came and joined us for our last night too. So that was cool. They stayed the night and then joined us for the ride back on the following day. Unfortunately, there was no photos or video taken of the barbecue and the meal, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, it's one of those things, you live and you learn. Now, here's a new roundabout they're putting in. We've seen it in a couple of the videos here. This joins up Highway 11 onto Highway 10. And just on around coming into Highway 10 now. That'll make a huge difference to the traffic flow there, because out to Waitangi and Pai here, Taupo, there's great roads and very tourist orientated. Here we go, just a couple of clicks out. There's the chocolate factory on the left-hand side, and the little Kerikeri factory on the left there. We were gassed up in the BP and stuff this morning. You'll see that coming up in a minute. So if you've been following the channel, you'll know the Kerikeri as well as we do. Here's the little bypass, the last time through here. The Kerikeri is nice. It's a lovely little town. The motel was comfortable, and the people here are lovely as well. So yeah, Kerikeri treated us very well. There's a little soft spot for the place, and we'll certainly be back, that's for sure. So there we go, folks. That's pretty much day 6 done and dusted, and everyone's in there. You can see they're starting to park up. Hannon's already got back, and there's the 2 bikes of Dave and Jill's bikes there. So we hope you enjoyed the tour so far. It's just the ride home, really. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to ride free, and of course, God bless.